Alright guys, so I've decided to take the day off and kids want to go to the zoo. And so we have annual passes. So sit back, enjoy the animals, and I've got the croc show at the end of the video, and we decided to do no work today, which means we've got to do it another day at some point. So we'll see what happens, but enjoy the zoo. Catches.
Oh, it's making like a little...
What's it making a nest?
It's making a nest.
Trying to take all the palm leaves in there.
I caught it on video feed.
One's taking it out and then one's putting it in. They're like beavers.
They're putting it in the log. Look at them. Look at them. They're trying to block the view.
Trying to make their bed. You can't pull that.
They're so smart.
You ripped it. You're gone.
They are so smart. They're playing tug of war. They're playing tug of war.
Anything else in there? No. Oh, little dragon up there on the rock. Uh-oh, he's moving. Oh, I just woke up. I had a little power nap there.
His tongue's so
They look like Archie having a power nap. Whoa, what's going on here? I got a scratch. Oh, yeah. Just a little bit itchy there. Big Komodo dragon. These are my favourite ones. Little rhino dragons. Yeah, getting the sun. There's no other ones out.
I'm sure there's one over there.
Oh, there'd be one in the other pen, but those two are just... You got little horns on the front there, like little rhinos. So where are we going?
Africa.
Without a plane flight.
Yeah.
We're going to Africa without a plane flight?
At the zoo.
At the zoo?
At the zoo.
What zoo are we at?
Australia Zoo.
Oh. Where's that at?
Australia.
Is it in where?
Queensland.
Queensland in Australia. But we're going to Africa.
Yeah. Africa's in the zoo. Oh, you're gonna look at the side.
Going backwards?
Oh. I'm holding on my back.
Bye, people.
Bye. I want to see you. I choose the safest. Get the bars.
Taking the back road in the zoo.
Yeah. Don't.
In through the buildings. Sneak out to Africa.
Yeah. There's a Porsche. On this, it feels like we're on a... Nice food.
You doing, mister?
Look at the zebra. There's 3 stripes.
Missus?
There's brown, black, and white. It goes white, brown, white, black. I love the zebra's head. There's a mohawk.
He was telling us to come.
rhinos hiding out behind the cabana. He's not moving now. Big old rhino at the back there. Normally they're up a bit closer, but they seem to be in the sun today because it's a bit cold. This is a meerkat enclosure. Where are they?
Australia. I was like,
Sarah. What's he doing? There's his buddies sunbaking while one's on patrol. Who's out there?
oh, they're laying on their bellies. Yeah, look at them one over there. Bro, imagine. Bro. Vindy's violent.
Not much happening here, boys and girls.
Last night. That was us last night.
It's a sun bake off.
That was us when we were eating.
Look, he's
We
eating.
didn't eat anymore, but we ate it all.
Steven, hey. They're in here, running wild.
Oh, there's a big one.
Oh,
That one's like.
they're in there just soaking up the sun.
Sitting on its butt.
Couple over there, just sunbaking.
It's King
Going out.
Julian.
King Julian, which one?
Oh, what was that? Oh, that was a palm leaf. That came so far.
One up there.
Oh, I see it.
Get nice and warm, it's time to move.
Oh, no, no,
There
no,
he is.
no, 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 no,
Where's he gonna go?
no, 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 no.
Need some leaves.
His tail's so long. It's King Julian. I've got to cuddle with his mates.
Come on, boys and girls, need some heat.
The girl back there is done.
Time to move.
It's a book. There's a boy. They're not separated. No, that one is. Come on.
Trying to go back into his den. There's food in there. I want a bit of sun. Down in Asia now. The elephants. There's one, the other one's run away. This one's eating some carrots and stuff. Red panda.
Did you get Harrison's from her?
Yeah, the wombat. Where's he going?
Oh, there's two. There's one down there. Oh, it's just losing.
That one playing dead.
There's one down there.
He's like, oh, son.
Sunbathing. He's hidden behind
That
a tree.
one's hiding.
And then over here, there's
The taipan. Moving around. Is it? Like 6-foot snake, this one. There you go. There you go. Death adder. Little tiny fella in the corner. King Brown.
It's red.
He's got that reddy tinge to him. He's hiding up in there. These eat all the brown snakes. They're carnivores.
They eat each other.
Yep, they eat any snake that gets in their way. Big green anaconda. You see him, you're inside the shop. Big fatty. Can't quite see his head there. Just tucked it.
It's a green anaconda.
Tucked it up somewhere. He's got a lot fatter since he's been in here.
And here to tell us more, we have Alec. Please give it up for the Australian Zoo Crop Team.
How are we going so far? We having a good day? Fantastic. There's two people over here having a good day. We having a good day? That is more like it. It's going to get a whole lot better with the feeding of the saltwater drop today with Nathan's help and also Bluey, who's coming out today. We're going to teach you exactly how to stay safe up in Northern Australia, because what that does is it also keeps our wonderful crops safer as well. So if you guys can be crop-wise in crop territory, you'll be looking after yourselves as well as our awesome crops. Now, Bluey's coming out today. He's definitely not our biggest, but he's definitely one of our fastest crops we have here in the zoo. So keep your cameras rolling, it might be one hell of a show. Now, Bluey, take note, even though he's one of our fastest, he's not crashing or backing across the surface of the water at all. He's cool, he's calm, and he's collected. He's not exposing himself. They have what we call scoots that run on the back of his body. And what they do is that they create a current and a down current which will cancel each other out. So you'd have absolutely no idea that Bluey is out in the arena. If you can imagine this is dark, deep, murky water, you'd have no idea he's there. Steve designed the Crocosea with this crystal clear water so you can see exactly what Bluey is doing. Take note, he doesn't have to pop up, he doesn't have to see, smell, or hear me to know exactly where I am. He can rely on the vibrations that I'm sending out in my footsteps to hone in exactly where I am, what we call those integumentary sense organs. So out in the wild, he'll stalk his prey from underneath the surface of the water, remaining completely hidden, taking note that this creek line is quite shallow and still not exposing himself at all. So what they do is they sneak right up to the riverbank, remaining cool and calm, and what he'll do is he'll wait for that prey item to stick their face in it, and then he'll explode out of the water and hopefully catch that animal off guard. So they can feel the vibrations of something even as small as a bandicoot on the side of the water's edge. So an absolutely awesome way that these guys can get themselves something to eat. He's making his way on the side. It's a bit different for him today. We normally pull him out straight away, but we've just had our grass done and he's quite heavy, so he will absolutely destroy our turf. So we're mixing it up. They also have what we call a cerebral cortex, so he can learn and remember things, and so doing something a bit different for him makes him think as well as it also makes us think. Normally they try and cut us off, and today we're playing a little bit of a game and see if we can't get him a bit confused. See if we can't get him out to put on that strike. And the first one is normally the quick one. They've built up all the energy and they're ready to go. There you go, Matt, trying to cut me off. Cheeky today. Where are you going? I'm not playing that game. They do play a game called Come Closer. Absolutely fantastic, except you only play it once. And not something that I'm willing to do today. Sometimes they also go for the bigger bit of chicken behind the little bit of chicken. Today that is me. Right, straighten yourself up a bit more space to work. Again, he still hasn't exposed his head at all, so again, you have absolutely no idea he's here, stalking that prey item. They do have a third eyelid called a nictitating membrane. So we can't see underneath the water. There's a strike. Look up the foot. Hey, Nathan, I just missed that if you were my nose got over. Give it up for Bluey, everybody. So there's a strike from the tip of the nose to the base of the tail. So high and fast that nothing in the Australian bush can get away from that attack. If anyone has a spare pair of underwear, I'm open. But definitely might need them after that first feed. We'll see if we can't get him over here to the creek, when Nathan might be able to demonstrate another way they can grab themselves something to eat.
Yeah, that was pretty good, mate. Good on you. We're going to try a territorial strike out of Bluey. Now, of course, this side of the creek over here, not a lot of room to move. So it does make us very, very nervous. As you can imagine, when you first start feeding crocodiles, he has the ability to strike tip of the nose, base of the tail, as Alec was saying before, a couple of meters quite easily for Bluey, can do that in the blink of an eye, and so fast that no one can manoeuvre out of the way of the attack. See, he's finally popped his head up here to have a cheeky look. Just his eyes, nose and ears are showing on the top of the surface of the water. That's all he needs. He can see, smell and hear exactly what's going on. He doesn't have to expose the rest of his body. And if you would see one of these bugs in the wild, they're typically found in that deep, dark, murky water. So you have no idea that there's a 4-meter crocodile sitting just there. All you'd see is a tiny little bit exposed on the top of the surface of the water. You'd think it was a log floating down the river if you weren't paying enough attention. So he's able to utilize that to his advantage to sneak up onto crowds. That's his ultimate goal. Now, as I said, not a lot of room over here to move, which does make us very nervous, and for good reason. He has around about 60 or so bullet-shaped teeth in his head that allows him to maneuver, to grab hold of items and hold on to them extremely, extremely well. But it's not the teeth that really gets us nervous, it's that claw pressure that he has. 2,500 to 3,000 pounds per square inch closing jaw pressure. To put that in perspective, it's like the car crushes at a tip that crushes the car down into a little cube. Oh, just missed that, mate. Oh, no, he's got it. Good. It's like a big pair of chopsticks. That was pretty good for Blue. He seems a bit fired up today. Obviously, it's winter here on the sunny coast. These guys not normally found down this far south. But the water is heated, around 30 degrees. So you would normally be firing all cylinders in the summer, a little bit slower in the winter. But just even though he's slower at the moment because of the temperature, he still has that ability to strike out. And as Alec was mentioning before about learning and remembering, these guys have an amazing capacity to do that. But they only have tiny brains. In fact, Bluey's brain's about the size of a walnut, not much bigger than Alec's brain. Sorry, mate, a bit rough. But he can learn, remember, do all those things, and has all those abilities, as Alex just mentioned before. Now, watch him as he comes down. This is his favourite part of the demo. It's what we call the tail walk. Now, I'm going to hand it over to Alec.
Thanks, mate. So you've seen two pretty good strikes on the water's edge from Bluey. We're going to show you what we call a tail walk. It's not a trick we've had to teach Bluey how to do. It's actually something he knows how to do from the day he hatches out of his egg. It's around 15 centimetres long, and everything up in Northern Australia would love to eat a baby saltwater croc. So they retreat to the reeds and the mangroves, they hide away from all those predators, and they tail walk things like insects and small bugs. And then, hopefully, there's that tail. Give it up for him. So they do this all the way to Bluey size and even larger. They start getting ahead over top of the ramp. They start feeding on things like birds and flying foxes and unfortunately silly zookeepers as well. So if you're ever up in Northern Australia, just be mindful of those tail walking crocs, because people have been taken in the past. They go out and see a nice Melaleuca tree, looks like a nice place to flip a lure or read a book. People have been taken by tail walking crocs in the past.
Yeah, exactly right. I mean, we're going to bring them out one more time for you guys, hopefully dispel another myth about crocodiles, and that's that they're really fast up on land. Now, we did mention before about Bluey being our fastest crocodile, and he is, but we'll show you exactly how fast he is. Even though he's coming out, I can walk backwards faster than he can come forwards. Those short little legs, that big round belly, big thick tail, stops him from moving incredibly fast on land. Oh, not doing very well today, it's a shocker. It's just there, mate. Just, I don't know. No, you got it. I don't think I should get that, I think he'll get it. So yeah, those little short legs, big long tail, acts like a handbrake, that big round belly, and I know you might think we're insulting him right now, but that makes him excellent in the water, like a streamlined submarine, but out on land, cumbersome. You can see him dragging his belly across the surface of the land, not able to get up and run around. I can walk backwards much faster than he can come forwards, which just shows you that he does not have that ability. So it's quite easy to stay safe. Might try and bring him out again and give him another crack at that. Now, get him out again, see if we can get him his tucker, because he looks pretty keen for his food today. Hopefully I'm not as bad for the
6 a week in the eyes.
He's already had a few strikes. These guys are really reluctant to exert too much energy unless they know they're going to get a bite to eat. Out in the wild, he would stay for days, weeks, even months without eating. He would wait, bide his time till the food comes too close to the surface of the water, and then again in that strike range, that 4 to 5 metre distance that we talk about. Even the largest saltwater crocodile ever recorded was about 7 metres long. So 4.5, 5 metres even. You stay back from the water's edge, you'll be out of strike range of even the largest crocodile ever recorded. One of the other rules, obviously, to talk about is the tail walk. Never sit over top of water on a low-lying branch or something like that. People have been taken by tail walking crocodiles before. And then, of course, the third and final rule, the easiest one to follow, don't go swimming with saltwater crocodiles. These guys can hold their breath for over 6 hours and swim at 26 kilometres an hour. That's the cruising speed of a dolphin in short bursts. You are not out swimming a crocodile. So even if you think you've come down to the water, you've been there for a few hours, haven't seen anything, there could be a crocodile there sitting on the bottom holding his breath. It's just not the way to do it. If you need water, grab a bucket, put it onto a rope, throw it out. If you need to fish, you probably should be fishing further back. If you need to be in the water to fish, you probably shouldn't be fishing. And so that's just the best way to keep safe up in crocodile territory. Never come into conflict with a large male saltwater crocodile like Bluey.
Exactly right. And Obviously, we don't expect you guys to go 11 crocs like Nathan and myself. We get to work with them every single day. What we do hope is that you understand and appreciate the important role.
They're hungry, that one, eh? You got Archie manhandling a kangaroo. He spotted me. Who's your friend here, Archie? Red. You calling him Red? Fred. Oh, sorry, my bad. What's Fred doing?
The ducks are having the leftovers.
The ducks are just having a field day.
Because they dig it up. So because they dig it up, I'm like, okay, now I've got to turn it back down.
Traveling along,
Loves to do it.
you know, go burrow or hide.
What?
Back on the loose.
Inspector.
This clock is eating.
They're gonna go hide.
She thought about it.
Nope.
Oh, she's saying it. That's so funny. Good girl. Not yet.
That's Weep on the left and Lucky on the right. Look like damn statues.